Would you know what to do if somebody had their hand shut in a car door, if their finger was amputated and came off, or if they'd seriously hurt their hand? Today I'm going to talk to you about all those things. So I'm Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com. If somebody has severely bruised fingers, which can happen when a door slams or they get stuck in something, anything with a hinge could potentially amputate a finger or toes and cause serious damage as well, and really bad bruising. So if the skin isn't broken and it's just really badly bruised, then running that area under cool running water or using a wrapped ice pack can make a big difference to reducing that swelling. It's quite likely that you will have broken the fingers with that sort of injury, so always good to get them checked out. Although there's not an awful lot that people will do for a broken finger, providing it is still straight. So they are likely to put something between the two fingers and tape them together. So if they're straight, then that is a sensible thing for you to do yourself. If you are concerned, please go and get them x-rayed and sorted. But as I say, they very often don't do a huge amount. If it is in a completely different angle and things, then most definitely get it checked out. Now, if that finger has been amputated, it's really important that you look after both the bit that's come off and the injury appropriately. Now, I've heard all sorts of different ways that people have lost fingers and toes. Unfortunately, it's a relatively common injury that can happen. One of my friend's sons, when he was little, his dad was opening the buggy and didn't realise that his finger had got stuck in the mechanism and lost the tip of his finger that way. I've got some horrific photos I've just been sent of another awful injury where a lad was climbing over a fence to get to the ball rather than, they were playing football, rather than going out through the gate, and he got his ring stuck on the top of the fence as he was going over the top, and that completely degloved the finger. There's not a lot you can do first aid wise if the finger is degloved, other than apply a non-fluffy cloth to stop bleeding and get them to hospital. Unfortunately, it is likely that they will lose the finger if that's happened. However, the most common sort of injuries are ones where a door has slammed hard or they've got stuck in something, and that can cause quite a clean cut quite often of the finger and an amputation. If the tip is hasn't been too crushed, it is possible to save the finger and for them to sew, do microsurgery and re-sew and regraft the little vessels and the nerves and reattach the finger so that it works again. It depends what has happened, how much trauma there is to the whole finger, how quickly you're acting, and how you look after the two different areas. So if somebody has had an amputated finger, your priority is the person. So get some non-fluffy cloth, a really clean tea towel or a muslin nappy or something, and apply direct pressure to the wound. Look after them, sort them out, control the bleeding, and then turn your attention to the tip. So grab the finger, apologies for that, you can wrap it in non-fluffy cloth and stick it in a plastic bag, or stick it in a plastic bag and run the whole lot of that in some cloth, and then put it on some ice. Now on telly they very often just stick it straight on ice. If you stick flesh on ice, you will damage it. You can cause ice burns, which means that that finger will not be in the condition it needs to be in to be regrafted on. So you are chilling it because we are meat. So you're chilling it, you're not freezing it. So priority first of all, stop the bleeding, So non-fluffy cloth, hold it over, control that bleeding, and then amputated parts into some material, plastic bag, onto an ice pack, and take it with you to hospital. You might want to stick the name on it as well. They might not be the only amputation turning up in hospital that day. I hope that is useful to you. I hope you don't need it. If it is helpful, please share. That's Emma Hammett from First Aid for Life and onlinefirstaid.com.